Welcome to Factorio Reverse Megabase. My name is Nilo, so this is episode 7 of our Let's Play. Alright, so we did this one and it was a bit long episode, and in the end I rushed it a bit just so we could get something that looked nice like this at the end. So there are a number of mistakes, and luckily with you guys, you are... Oh god, that's so noisy. I'm gonna shut off this one. Yeah, so just go minus 4,000. That's going to be the last rocket launch, and they're almost synced. They will now be synced when I allow them to start. Alright, so there were a number of mistakes, and without you, I would probably take a long time to find it, but you've highlighted. So I'm going to go about, first of all, fixing the stuff that was incorrect. What I also will do is, I'm going to do this because I have a suspicion that I might remove or change the location of these, so I don't mind them running out. So that will also be a lot easier for all the stuff we need to do. And I'll now make sure that if I take these into my inventory, they will actually just be disappearing. Nope, that one. Yeah, so the rockets are simply tuned out. So another big comment, that one, we'll fix that, but we'll fix it, it's going to be changed anyway. So one of the big things that was said was exactly as we can see here. These are outputting evenly on both sides, but this one is always taking from one side exclusively, and that means you can see here how uneven it is, and that's going to lead to big problems such as this. The train is not going to be unloading evenly. That's a big problem. Funny how that one is somehow behind all the other ones. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. And they disappear. Good. I can just do like this, and then they'll just disappear, all of them. There we go. Cool. Okay. Yes. So what I need to do is actually make a balancer. And it's actually going to be a balancer that does this, so that it's going to balance on one side. Okay, so a normal balancer will just show you. I will show you with some infinite filters. This one is making stuff. And let's just do iron. And on the other side... here, I don't know if I have iron unloaded. Yeah, okay, good. So if I want this to be balanced, then I do this. That is a side balancer. That means that if you take out on one side, oh, I'm going to just take this one here. If we kill it on one side, then it'll go evenly on both sides here. So really neat. But what if I do that one? Here, well, that doesn't really show much. What if I do that one then? So that is actually just fine. So I'm going to make an unbalancer. If I do this, then it's going to be a balancer. It's kind of simple here. But if I take this one out, it'll only go on one side, but it'll alternate between the two inputs, which is exactly what happens with my inputs. So this is the one I'm going to build. I'm going to take, we'll build it. So that was just a FYI, so you can see what the intention is. So I want to build this like this. There. That will now guarantee that whatever I have goes in exclusively on one side. There. And I kind of probably should be consistent about which side it goes in on. Am I? I don't know. There. And that means this one will be different. Yeah. Okay, that one's not working. So, okay, that I know someone was going like, just remove the sound, and yeah, I can kind of see that, but don't we just love the sound? It's part of the Factorio. It's just they must have really gone through many iterations and just to find the most annoying sound. There. All right. So that means now 2, and those were the easy ones because this is absolutely impossible, right? We're gonna do that one just to get it. Right. I can already see this has to be on the other side. That goes without saying, even. Yeah. Let's skip that one for now. let's future Nilaus can figure out that one out. Here, get those two up, get that one, and get those in here. Get here. All right. So this is. That's fine. And that can just exactly be placed here. And this one here. Great. So far so good. Actually, we're just seeing if we can... Okay, these are still full. So I'll just let one launch go off. And I'm just going to step away in the meantime while those are launching because it's simply too loud. Then I have set this, that's another thing that you pointed out, this one to 128,000. That actually means that some of them can get a bit higher. But if I do this, then they cannot be more than 8,000 in each. There. And that'll actually fix that problem. So now we can go back here. Hopefully the point here is that I want to empty these belts. Yeah. Somehow that one is just way ahead of the other ones. So I'll just clean it up. I don't want those on the belts. I don't want the belts full here when I'm doing these iterations. All right, let's kill this part and this part. And take this part of here. Boom, boom, and boom. Yep. So here, and I'll do that one as well. Input, 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 and so that's good. Next. Except that goes straight in, and then we come back to the original one, this one that's good, definitely without a doubt causing problems. Because that's not gonna happen. So we gotta do something else. The thing is, this one, this is actually the same balancer. It's just rotated half a block, so that's the one we're gonna use. Unfortunately, it loses some of its symmetry, but I think it works. There. So, looking good, and we really should test it. But before we test it, I think I want to alternate what's in each one. Yes, so we've now cleared out all of that, so there's nothing indicating what should be on what track. There was another good point, and look at me reading comments. There were 55 comments by the time I started recording this, and it's and I've gone through every single one. So I'm not going to be promising to do that all the time for all the episodes, but there was a point about why not let this one be between up here, for example, and let that be between low density and that one. So what I think is actually the easiest one to do should be here, because that's going to be the most crowded place. So that will actually be. I think this is the easiest because it just needs oil. And then the most difficult one, or most annoying one, is probably this one, because that's red, green, and blue circuits. So that should probably be up, but it can't. This one can then be low density. And over here. Why is it... What? That's weird. The other ones have icons there. That one... doesn't have anything. And this one will be no. That one, yes. That means we could probably somewhere maybe up here. Oh yeah, that's not how it works. Make the satellites. Because if I build it, I don't know, somewhere, then it could potentially steal from that one, and that'll at least 2 of the ingredients needed for that. That means we take this one out and need to get it up. So back to another comment. This one. Why? Why is that an invalid train stop position? You're in the valid train stop position. Here. And guess it's actually the wrong way. So. Oh no, don't do that. That one. And here. Yes. Okay, so that's done. Because now it's right-hand drive like all the other ones are. This one coming in from that side will now be changed to be... Changed to be this one. Go. All right. Let's display this. Okay. And the top one will be here. And are we good? Yes. Yes. And yes. Perfect. So I think we've solved majority of the problems we've done. So now let's fire it up again. This one was going to be here. So I'll get that one in the 20s. And let's see if it actually does what I think it does. What we will look at for is we want to see that these are alternating. Look, they're alternating. So they are being consumed at the same rate. Perfect. Less than perfect on this one. There. That's why we want it. Yeah, this one couldn't be over there. Yeah, okay. It's all making sense. It's all making sense, I think. And this one was the rocket fuel. So let's establish the rocket fuel 20. And up here must be then the, I even remember, low density structures. Oh no. Don't know how that happened. There are just so many. Okay, there's also the like other things left here. Some residuals here and there. And is that? Looks like there's some weird things, but it's probably okay. Probably okay. Yeah. Last one. Not done. And we want to see those are on the right-hand side, right-hand side, right-hand side, right-hand side. And I think that it's actually going to be fast enough. So we are going to see it once we have every single one logged in. This one doesn't have any low density yet. So once it gets low density, we're just going to let it all fill up everywhere. This one's also working. Currently, of course, it's going to be really slow here, but I think it's going to work. And we want to make sure that it actually does work. Then the next thing is we actually want 2 of these trains. There. Get the trains. Thank you. Boom. Does this one have a... Yes, it does have it. And I can then take that train out. How about you come on up here? Not yet. Okay, they are all done. I want to see this one also being done. It takes 10 at a time. which is actually really nice. Although it should be able to take 12, right? Yeah, it should be able to take 12, but it only takes 10 at a time. All right, so I will change this one, and then we have everything operational as it should, and they will also be synchronized, and I'm just going to move away a bit. Can I just send this off? I can, and then I'm going to build the other train just right here. Boom. Before it actually gets in. Great. That was another science. We'll just have to keep doing these signs. Here, I'm going to go to that location. It's good. Solid. It's starting to get stuff in here. And this one, yeah, it's balanced. Perfect. Yeah. Down here, we have a train. Now that one, this one can now go up to us, so I can delete it. Let's get you to there, and more than 5 seconds. Obviously, we are not going to be able to support this fast enough. We are going to launch a bit more than we can, but now we have at least this train coming in. Looking good, but probably not going to be good enough. And I'm going to manualize you and just take you out. Wow, that was a completely impractical way of doing it. So, we are now good. Trains are done. This one's done. All we need now is making the subcomponents. I don't think I want this one to be done yet. I think this one's actually the one we want to do a bit later. And I think we might want to start with some of the simple stuff. The simple stuff being oil. Oil being the simple stuff. Yeah, I think actually oil is the simple stuff. We're going to do some weird things here. I'm going to start by getting a bit of this just to get a sense of the middle. That will be the middle. So boom. Let's get out here. Get these ones out. And let's see. This one will actually have to go. And then at some point we'll have to cross like that. One. Wouldn't this actually be like this would? Okay, so I mean, stop typing. Stop typing. All right, stop typing. I know it's not good, but I'm looking mainly at the distance between these two. I could just feel it, right? I could feel it. This distance is not great between these two either. So I want to go more like this. Is the distance here comparable to that one? No, actually, I don't think so. I think the other one was better. Even though it looks a bit fat, then I think it's better. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. None of that. Thank you. And then I'm going to take this part out. And then impose the grid again because we just need it here. And then get this one. Sort of figure out where it looks best. Sort of around these. Like that is actually not bad. That's a bit close there. That's a bit close there. I'll take that one. Cool. This is purely aesthetic. It doesn't make a difference at all. And what I need to do now is get that one out here. That is going to be... Didn't I have one of these? Yeah. Don't I have like some kind of measure of how much I want this one to go out? And I think I wanted to go 20 out. So this one's 40 and then I wanted 20. So that's going to be, if I take this one then I need to go to 100. 100? Does that seem right? Yes. And we can just flip it. Boom. And here we are. I've just made a cut so that you don't have to look at this part where I put the infrastructure and I misplaced it, I misplaced it, and I misplaced it. So it's a lot of back and forth. Anyway, I've kind of lost track of time, but what I want to do is I want to get started on the design part for the rocket fuel. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to direct you to a website. It's called Kirk McDonald, and it's made by, well, take a wild guess, a guy called Kirk McDonald. I would imagine, at least. I don't know, but otherwise it would be really weird. I'm going to put a link in the description below, if I remember. Otherwise, yell at me in the comment section. And this is a great calculator for just typing in. So I can type in, for example, I want 3,000 signs per minute, and then it'll just calculate the subcomponents. So what I'm really looking for here is the fact that I'm actually needing in terms of rocket fuels, I need 35.7 rocket fuel per second for just the rocket launches, and then I need another 2.5 rocket fuel per second for the satellites. So satellites is actually a minuscule amount. It's only 7% of all of it. So we are going to just start making this just to get a sense of the numbers we actually need here, and then we're going to get a sense for how we're going to build it. So I'm going to start by making just the optimal. Well, wow, that's interesting how I just misplaced that so badly. Here, that one, and that one. So I get this, and I just need some power, and for that power I need. We're not going to do the design in terms of how much of each, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, and it fits perfect. How lovely. And in here in the middle, I'm gonna put this one. Does it tile? It does not tile. Not exactly, at least not with this grid. Doesn't matter. That's completely inconsequential. I'd like to make it closer, but at this one, I want to see how much this is producing. This is producing per second 0.375. Okay. So what I want to see is how many of those I actually need. And I think I just need to kill my grid here. What if we build a lot of these? They don't have to be powered, but that's 5. Yes, so 5 of these make 1.8. That's now 20. Yep. Nope, it's 25. Okay. 25 makes 9. Yeah, it's pretty nice not to having to wait until all of this gets built. We can just do this and then take a look at that one and see. Okay, so it takes a bit longer. Ooh, look at that, 37.3. That's pretty much what we want from this one. Well. If that is not sort of just too good to be true, isn't it? So this one is... Yeah, let's see. I could take a few out if I wanted to. Or I could add a few if I... How much is this actually? This is 100 of these. Yeah. And each of those are affected by 16 effect sources. Does that make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? It's 12 beacons times 2. That's 24. Yeah, so I need 95 in total of this. I like this. This is just giving us a sense of scale. And you're already seeing this is pretty big. What about if we wanted to make some... So in this case, this would take solid fuel inbound. Let's have a look at the solid fuel. How much that we can actually just look at it here. So solid fuel inbound is 266. You know, this is where I built one of these, because that will keep track of the inputs in game for us. First of all, we are going to make that one. That's going to be 37.3. There's no points, but this one, and that's minus here, minus 267, and also for the liquids here, minus 267. So we can keep track of it. Then the next one is, if I am going to make this one, 267 of those, then how much do I actually need to make to get that? So let's go back again to, do I have a chemical plant? No. Not yet, at least. Here, 10. Let's get 20, and then, actually don't need that, 20. There. And I guess we'll just take that one, stamp it down on top. This is going to make here. It's going to make it exclusively out of that one, I think, but might make a difference here. That one is taking 3.5, and we need to get this up. And I don't know if I want them to be next to each other. I think actually this is a better way to do it. So it's on the same grid, but it kind of separated just a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna again look at how much. This is now 17. Nope. We are, before you say that this can be more compact, it absolutely can. I agree. This is only about sort of looking at the scale of things, how many machines we need. 80 something, and that's going to be one more of those. Yep. And then we get into the kind of the trouble, because that is not even, it's still not even enough. There. 175. I think I need one more of these, and that means I have to kill some of this. And waiting for all the beacons modules here. And how close are we? Takes a bit of time. 262. Wow. And how much was this? This was 75. So it's actually... and it's a bit more than 70. So what about if we could do it in do 80? Would that be good? 80 would be fine. This is 75, so I could take one more row and that would be more than enough. Yeah? Definitely more than enough. But we can also then do it in another pattern. Instead of doing by 5, I could do, I don't know. There, that's definitely enough. It's actually too much. That should do the trick. 77, what a horrible number. That's enough. So 77, 11 times 7, if I want to make it some kind of rectangular grid. But it's just a matter of, for us to take a look at these numbers and just gauge whether we can do all of this. So if I do this, what are we getting in? Oh yeah, we have to do the pathing here. That is 2,695, which is, funny enough, just exactly 10 times as, oh my god, I forgot something. I forgot. Let's take all of this out. Yeah, I was like, that's a surprisingly even number. There. Alright, so we rebuilt here. It's gonna be a much better number. Is it, actually? Alright, go, fly my minions, fly. Then we'll see where this lands. Also, just take that one out. Yeah, I like these robots. They're nice. I also that they are... I mean, I'm not going to say they're not cheating. but they're not instant, which I like. I like that they're not instant. So you kind of still have to manage it and think about it a bit. And let's take a few more here. That one might be enough. Just kind of intuiting it our way through so we get enough. And then I just need a lot of rocket or a lot of... That's too much. Okay. That's actually surprising that it's too much. Is that too little then? Yep, that one. I can't imagine we per machine 4.5. If I take one more out, then I think we'll be less. Nope. Good. And that is 63 machines. So 9 times 7. 9 times 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. And we'll just wait for all of it to go out and then see if that fits. Yep, perfect. Okay. And again, we need to check out the quantity. Here, 2000, and we go back to this little one, which is trying to keep track of all of it. This is going to request minus 2063. Sort of average-ish. And it's going to give us about 2.3K. That's an option. Now there is another option for this, and that's actually making all of it with this one. It is 2 crafting feet. It's the same speed, so it's the same amount, but the quantity. So if I do this, boom, boom, because this one gets to another little interesting conundrum or solution. That's 4,000. It's way more, way more. Way more, way more. Minus 4,126. I know it's 27. But the funny thing with this one could be that we could actually skip a lot of the, what's it called, the refueling parts or the cracking part. And I'm just going to show that as a thing that'll make you freak out. What if we build something like this? It can make 100, so I just need 42 of these. That's not bad, isn't it? Just make 42 of these, and we're good. Of course, we still need something for these. Yeah, so that's probably going to be the next time. What we want to do is we want to make enough light oil so that the heavy oil can be cracked to light oil, and the light oil will support this, which is not much actually. Up here, this is 267. That's really not much. And then for the remainder, we just build a stupid amount of this. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. Huh. Yeah. I'm also kind of thinking that probably we'd want to have the solid fuel in a separate location, and then just only make this, but then get light oil. No. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know some good ideas about this. How you think we should do it? Because I can either get. This is definitely what's going to happen in this tile. The question is whether I can also do this and then bring in oil. Then I'm going to bring in oil trains. It doesn't sound sexy. I'd rather bring in solid fuel on trains because that's much more compact. I'm going to have another one that goes all of this. And then I can bring another crude oil. So I can bring crude oil into one that does this part. And then I can bring crude oil in here that does the cracking. so that I have enough light oil to feed this. The heavy oil goes to light, and the petroleum just makes a few of these that get sort of prioritized. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. So, all right, well, I think this is a good place to end this episode so that we can figure out what to do from here. And I hope you're enjoying it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. If you like it, hit the like button. I love your comments, so hit me with more comments about good ideas, bad ideas, mistakes I make. And yeah, if you want to support the stuff we do here, maybe you noticed in the start of every episode, there's a little tagged with the Patreon, the sponsor of this episode. So that could be you, if you want to, of course. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and stay effective.